Hey guys, it's Roxanne from RoxanneLynch.com. Hey, I know I have had a lot of questions regarding collagen. I've had questions regarding BOTOX. I have had questions regarding fillers. So I want to pop some bubbles. I want to do some confessions. I want to share some information because you guys know that this is what I love to do. I love to show up in your guys' world. I want to share some inspiration. I want to share some ideas. So, and be honest, be forthwith, be forthcoming, and share what's going on in my world, okay? Because I have had a lot of people ask me, have you ever done that? Have you ever considered that? I know that, collagen is your jam, but can you share a little bit of your history? Happy to, okay? Because I remember there was a period just when I was coming close to my 40s that I was waking up going like, I am too damn young to be feeling this damn old. Have you guys ever woke up and felt that way? Have you ever woke up and going like, I should feel more rested. I should feel better. I should just, feel better about what is going on in my life. I am not 60. I am not 50. Like, I am almost 40. Why am I feeling this way? Why do I look this way? Okay, so I want to share some whys. So first of all, if I roll back in my lifetime and I think about my rough and tumble childhood, I think most women that are now between the ages of 45 and 60, we can pretty much all claim that we have had a rough and tumble childhood. Can you guys agree to that? Because I know that I had a rough childhood. Like, I mean, when I say that I'm a country bumpkin, I'm a country girl, I am. It's not a joke that the majority of my childhood, my bus stop was 3 miles away from the cabin that I grew up with. So most of the time I was either walking or I was riding my pony to the bus stop, okay? So it's kind of crazy, but when you're 9 years old, you're not allowed to drive a truck yet, okay? So, and dad was working and mom doesn't drive ever in her whole life. I remember falling out of pickup boxes. I remember being in automobile accidents. I remember coming off of horses and tearing my ligaments and tendons to bits and pieces. I remember so many times visiting the chiropractor and putting my ribs back in place from coming off of horses when I was training other people's horses. I mean, we lived, in the best of days when it comes to our childhood. It was rough and tumble and it was wild and it was beautiful and I would never change it for the world. But I know I did some wear and tear on my body, and maybe you guys can relate to that. So, then you fast forward, you have a couple kids, you stretch even more ligaments and tendons because things happen, right? When we have children. And then I remember, when I started working at the plant, I was 13 years of night shifts, 4 days on, 4 days off, 4 days of night shifts, 13 years. That's going to put some wear and tear on our bodies. Okay. So when I think about this and I wonder why I was getting out of bed coming up to the age of 40 and wondering why I am feeling so damn old when I shouldn't have been feeling that old. I know why. And I don't have any regrets. I just have gratitude and thanks for the life that I lived. So, but what's a girl to do? I mean, I remember waking up after night shifts, and if you're a night shift worker, you know how you look after 4 night shifts. Even after your second day off, we look pretty haggard. We look pretty tired, okay? Because most of the time, we're not hydrating ourselves enough. We might not be eating the best nutritionally component food. We know that we're putting our bodies through the ringer. On top of, humans aren't really meant to, other than rare occasions of having some celebrations and parties and festivals, of staying up all night. But to stay up all night for 4 in a row, it's pretty hard on our bodies, okay? So, and there's some other reasons why I know I was looking pretty haggard. It's like, I know that, people that drink alcohol, they also have that extra wear and tear on our bodies. Our bones and our cartilages and our wounds, broken bones, do not mend very well if we're actually consuming alcohol. Anyone who's a nurse, anyone who's, in the healthcare field knows this to be true. I used to drink rum and Coke. Now I drink wine. And I still, like to drink my wine. So that puts extra aging and wear and tear on my body. So when I think about this, I think I was 42 years old. The very first time I started looking, a girlfriend did BOTOX, okay? And she was sharing me all about BOTOX and how fabulous it was. And, she was telling me what they did, and they put needles here and then they put needles over there. And, she had really deep crevasses on her smile lines when she would smile like that. And so she had the filler stuff. I mean, there's all kinds of different brands of fillers. And she was talking about this, and I thought she looked absolutely fabulous. Maybe it was a little bit of vain, maybe it was a little bit of envy, but I thought, you know what? I am earning a really good income. I can afford to do this if I wanted to. And, I thought about it, and I was, it was humming and hawing because I actually had to drive 2 hours into the city to think about if I really wanted to do BOTOX and to do those filler things. But I was feeling so worn out, and I was looking so haggard. I was getting pretty desperate. I was feeling really horrible about myself. About the same time, there was some other things going on in my life, and relationships were going to hell in a handbasket, and I was really stressed, and I was really battling a lot of emotional stuff. So I thought, maybe it's kind of like women, they paint their fingernails, or, you'll buy a new tube of lipstick. For me, I was looking at it as an extension of self-care. So I made an appointment. I know, it was really scary. And you know what? It hurt like a mother trucker. It really did. I went in there and they told me what they were going to do. And I am terrified of needles. I am terrified of them. But I was so fretful about how I was looking and how I was feeling. At the age of 42, I was scrambling for answers still when I was working at the plant, and I was mentally exhausted, and I was physically looking exhausted, and I felt that this was a solution. So I had that done, and it hurt like a mother, and it looked like someone had punched me in the eye, on both of my eyes. Within like an hour of the time I got home, I looked like I had been beat up and roughed up in some kind of horrible childhood fight. Okay. I thought, well, since I'm there, it's like same thing. I had like a lot of, my face was tired. Like it was really pulled down. I was really tired. And like the crow's feet were just horrible, deep, deep crevasses, at 42. So I said, okay, well, how much it would cost like to put in some fillers, that filler stuff that they put here, and then they plump up under your eyes if they're really hollowed and gouged. And she told me what it cost. And it's like, okay, that's how many days that I have to work at the plant to mathematically do that. I thought, well, I've already driven 2 hours, why not put that on my visa too? So I did. I did that twice. And each time it took so long for my recovery. And I'm not sure if I have a high metabolism or something, but it didn't last. Like they said it was supposed to last months and months and months, and it didn't. Not at all, not with my body. So I was back to feeling like crap. And I thought, well, I guess this is just how my life is going to be. Because I didn't understand the collagen component. And as we age, what I learned in the last while, because I've been digging into this more and more and more when I turned 47, and I quit the plant and my stress levels went down, I started looking better, I started feeling better, and I started caring for myself more. So I started looking for more natural options. I was looking for things that were healthy from the inside out. And what I found is that we stopped making collagen just before we turn 30. I mean, no wonder stuff starts going south. I mean, collagen is a significant building block within our bodies. Collagen just isn't in our skin. Hyaluronic acid just isn't in our skin. Chondroitin sulfate just doesn't work within our joints. It's right down to, collagen is necessary right down to a cellular level within my mucous membranes of my eyes, within my hearts and my arteries, within my liver health. Like it's an endless component on top of obviously, amazing hair and glowing skin and fingernails that grow to beat the band. Most people don't know when we start feeling sick and tired, and we're just feeling sick and tired of feeling sick and tired, is because we're missing these components in our bodies. So So I first of all started digging into naturally, how can I increase my natural collagen? Okay, how can I try to start putting stuff back into my body? Even though I know my body has stopped making it, my body's not making this anymore. So, but still, how can I stimulate any leftover collagen? Like, how can I tell my daughter, who is now, 30 years old, how can I tell her to start, like a couple years ago, start stimulating her collagen production before her body shuts off the valve, shuts off that tap of making collagen? So we can eat kiwis, we can eat berries, almonds, avocados, leafy dark greens, pumpkin seeds, aloe vera, garlic and oysters. I love garlic and oysters. And, if like my daughter doesn't smoke, I don't smoke, but if you are a smoker, ixnay to the smoking, because smoking can kill your collagen off, okay? So, because it ages the skin, it eats away at those proteins within our skin, and that's why it starts looking leathery and all wrinkly and crepey, because it's restricting your blood flow, okay? And sugars can do the same thing. Sugars can have that same effect because collagen actually attaches to the sugar molecule and it's all weighed down. So that's why you get the dull, dry, aging skin. Okay, so what can we do naturally other than eating, cleaner foods, reducing our inflammatories, reducing our, processed foods? Is obviously there's obviously increasing our hydration factor and thinking about what kind of additional supplements can we add, because if our body's not making it anymore, then we add a supplement to it. It's kind of like we take vitamins, right? We want more vitamin D, we need more omegas. If we're not eating the right foods to help build those levels back up, and when it comes to collagen, it's almost impossible once you turn past 30 to turn that tap back on, then what we have to do is refill our bodies from the inside out, okay? There's nothing better than that. So I stumbled upon a collagen product a little over 25 months ago, 2 years ago and a little bit. And because I was looking for something to relieve my joint pain because of my rough and tumble childhood, I wasn't expecting this to happen, okay? I wasn't expecting the skin, my skin to get better. I wasn't expecting, some of my deep wrinkles within my crow's feet to diminish. People think that I wear foundation and I don't. I wear some blush and some eyeshadow and lipstick and mascara. And what I found is a really good supplement. And you guys know that collagen is my jam. What I've actually found out though is that my favorite collagen supplement also helps metabolize my fats. And why is this important? Why does this one special supplement that I take and it helps metabolize fats is because after saggy skin and wrinkles and joint pain and discomforts, what's the next thing that women complain about? Cellulite, right? Isn't that right? If we're not complaining about our faces, we're complaining about our butts and our thighs. Some people care about their cellulite and they don't like it, okay? So what happens is that because collagen is responsible for that cellular renewal and your skin's elasticity, and then you pair it with a collagen supplement that actually metabolizes fats from places that we don't want fat deposits, which happens to be on the backs of our thighs and on our buttocks. That's where we get the little dimpling. And then you can help tighten and tone by adding squats and more water. And this collagen supplement, my cellulite is diminishing too. So, that was something I wasn't looking for, okay? My mom is a diabetic. My dad has heart disease and eye issues. I'm blind in this eye, so I've only got one eye. So I want to take care of the one that I got. I have heart issues on both sides. I also need to be attentive to my heart health. This stuff here has stuff that benefits my heart health, okay? So, and the collagen goes right down into my valves and my arteries for my heart health, and that's important to me. So what I started as one thing, just so I wasn't going to be feeling like the Tin Man of the Wizard of Oz, just turned into something a lot more. So this is my collagen supplement, and it has my heart healthy stuff. In Canada, it's kind of crazy. We're actually allowed to make medical claims. So this is actually, I can say this, is proven to reduce your deep wrinkles, increase your healthy skin, relieves joint pain associated with osteoarthritis of your hips and your knees. So cheers. this is how I do my Botox now. That's how I metabolize my fats off of my belly and my hips and my butt and my thighs. That's how I have better skin health. That's how I have better connective tissue within my joints. That's how I don't wake up in the morning and I can't barely open and close my fingers from, you know, guarding too much. Yeah, that's what I do. Someone said they wanted to see it, so I'm happy to talk about it. I'm happy to share it. Collagen is my jam, so morning and night I take that. And there's no more Botox shots. There hasn't been fillers in 10 years. And I think I look better and I feel better because it's not about looking good on the outside, it's about feeling good on the inside. That's way more important to me. Waking up, jumping out of bed, and not feeling like the Tin Man off the Wizard of Oz. So, you know, a bunch of girls asked me to talk about this, so I am. So if you have questions, you're more than welcome to reach out to me. Of course, I always carry a coupon for my friends. So, and of course, some people say, well, can you get your money back if you don't like it? And I'm going, well, of course you can. Of course you can get your money back. You can get your money back on almost anything except for stuff at the grocery store. You know, not very often you're going to get it there, but you're going to get it from me. Anyway, so I just wanted to share that out there because, like I said, I've had so many questions and I'm happy to share. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments, or you can send me a private message. Of course, I've got more information if you want it, but this was just more about sharing my journey of how I've been getting happy and healthy from the inside to the outside. Okay, bye girls, night night.